guys, Han here, and today I have something very important that I would like to talk to you about, and that is my content is going to be changing. But before you guys freak out, unsubscribe and never hear from me again, let me just put a massive, huge, bold text disclaimer. I will still be making videos about BTS and TXT, okay? I'm not leaving no fandoms. I've invested too much time and too much money. Don't worry. We'll talk about the background shortly. But the reason I'm making this video is because honestly, this has been something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and I've kind of been like umming and ahhing about it, and I've kind of been really scared, if I'm honest with you guys, to post anything different from what I've done thus far, because I know that's what got you guys to subscribe to my channel and watch my content. But coming out of this yet another really long break and having some time to think about it, I just figured it would be better for me to make this video and actually talk directly to you guys, so you know what's going to be changing and what to expect moving forward, and so you're not confused when I start doing other things. So first things first, I'm going to talk about why I'm making these changes, and then I'm going to tell you what you can expect to see moving forward. So without further ado, the reason I'm making these changes are for two main reasons. That's four, but you know what I mean. The first reason is because I don't have time. And that's not like a I have plenty of time but I'm just lazy and I don't utilize my time effectively excuse. That's a genuine, I am working 15-hour days from Monday to Friday. I get 5 hours sleep, if that, if I'm lucky, and I work 2 weekends out of the 4 that are typically in a month. So I literally only have 2 weekends a month to actually spend on planning and recording and editing videos for you guys, which means the type of video I can make and the amount of time and energy I can put into recording and editing and all those things is significantly reduced, and I need to like pivot slightly to match my new schedule and lifestyle, because YouTube is something I really do want to grow, and I just have to pull back from what I've been doing previously to make it happen. So that's not to say that my quality is going to drop by any means. I'm still working on improving my editing, speeding up my editing, and I'm still going to be giving you guys good quality videos. They're just going to be a little bit different in terms of editing style to what they've been thus far. Also, the other reason I want to kind of update my content, or evolve my content if you will, is because I feel like it's become something it was never supposed to be. From the beginning, this channel, the title, the Haniverse, is supposed to be my Han universe. And there's a word pun in there in Korean and English, but I'm not going to get into it because nobody gets it. Anyway, my point being is that this channel was supposed to be like a video diary. It was supposed to, of course, show my hobbies and my passions like BTS and TXT and K-pop, but also show my daily life in Korea, kind of be a record of who I am as a person. That was not supposed to be an Indigo reference, but I digress. But yeah, I feel like it very much steered off that path and became very K-pop centric, because I know that's what you guys like. Like, being honest with you guys, it scared me. Like, scared is honestly the real word. It really scared me to try and make a video that was not centered around BTS or TXT, because I knew that's what brought you guys to my channel in the first place, and I was worried that you guys just wouldn't watch the video. But with that being said, it's also killing my drive to make content, because I'm constantly pulling back from making what I want to make and making what I think people want to see, which from my last videos honestly hasn't really worked out anyway. So I'm at this point where I'm like, you know what, YOLO, I just want to do what I set out to do in the first place, and I'm really hoping that you guys will actually enjoy it, because even if it's not centered around BTS or TXT, like I said, they are a big part of who I am and what I like and what motivates me in life, so they're gonna seep into my other content naturally anyway. With that being said, what is said content that will now be appearing on the channel? Let's get into it. Starting with the most important thing, as I've said before, and I will continue to say throughout this video because I really don't want people to get the wrong idea, I will still be making the same BTS and TXT content that I've been making thus far. I'm doing unboxings, probably as hauls rather than individual pieces of merch, because I feel like, honestly, there's not much to say about an individual piece of merch all the time, so I think that's going to be more effective, especially time-wise. And I will still be doing vlogs showing you guys like Korean exclusive events like pop-up stores and concerts and things like that, and also like taking you guys outside more to things that the members themselves have done, because that's something I've always really wanted to do personally anyway. So you're still going to see the same kind of content that you guys have enjoyed until now. There's just going to be other things dropped in between. On that note, I also do want to talk about things that are not specifically BTS and TXT related, but are still in the realm of K-pop. So talking about like cream pop culture as well, talking about fandom discourse like we do on Twitter. I mean, there's always conversations about, are fan sites ethical? Should fans be allowed to go to the airport? What makes someone assassin? The importance of streaming and all this kind of stuff. And honestly, Honestly, I have many opinions. Some are controversial opinions, if you will. And I would love to actually just sit down and play devil's advocate a little bit, give both sides of the argument, and then share my opinion and hear what you guys have to say as well. I feel like that could be really fun content that is not so strenuous to do in my current schedule as well. And also just talking about like Korean pop culture in general, K-dramas that are happening. Literally everybody is watching Moving on Disney Plus. I don't even have Disney Plus, so I don't know how I'm gonna make that happen, but I feel like I need to watch it and give an opinion because everybody has one. Just like random stuff like that, which I think could be very spur of the moment, topical and fun at the same time, and probably is stuff that you guys are probably consuming yourselves anyway. Like, I know lots of armies don't listen to any other K-pop idols, but you might watch K-dramas, or you might have an actor or a model that you really like, and I would love to be able to talk about that kind of stuff as well. The next thing I would love to talk about is in the same realm as well, and that is just life in Korea. Like, of course, BTS and TXT are a big part of my life, as I keep saying, but like, I have a life outside of that. I go to events, I work, I've studied out here, so I can give like a lot of experiences and useful information that I think would be really great to have if you are somebody who's interested in traveling, studying, or living in Korea. And I feel like I have a lot of experiences that I could share that would be really useful for you guys, and I can answer a lot of the questions that you have, because some of you guys do send me DMs on Twitter asking me questions that I think would be really useful for a lot of people to know. And I have my own personal like unique experiences, and like I said, this channel is supposed to be a diary, a video diary of my life anyway, so I'd love to be able to show those other things. I would also love to do like travel videos and vlogs and things like that, probably in the future when I have a bit more time, but that's something that I'm definitely thinking about now, and I'm going, hopefully, fingers crossed, going away for Chuseok within Korea, so I would love to record like a little vlog or something like that as well. Related to that, there's also like social issues I would love to talk about happening in Korea, like the plummeting birth rate, the general election that's coming up next year. Oh my gosh, I'm not ready for that. And I know politics is not necessarily interesting to a lot of people, but if you're someone who wants to live here, it's actually kind of important, especially because with the plummeting birth rate, they really want to bring foreigners in, and I have so many opinions, so many thoughts that I would love to like document and actually put out there and kind of really reveal to you guys the truth about life in Korea, because I feel like, especially, I mean, people like myself as well, who only create K-pop content, who only show the highlights and the fun things that are happening in our daily lives, it's very easy to have a slightly warped perception of what life is really like out here. So I would love to share that with you guys. And that brings me to the last thing in terms of topics, which is me. Actually talking about my personal life beyond being a foreigner living in Korea. I mean, I'm queer, I'm black, I have ADHD. These are all things that are like big factors in my life, I guess. And I would love to talk about how they play into experiences that I have, or how I'm even learning myself. Like, personal development is another thing as well. I mean, I'm almost 30. The majority of you guys who watch my channel are also between 18 and 40 as well. So I feel like we all have a lot in common in the sense that we're going through the motions of finding ourselves and discovering our passions and figuring out what the best way to live life is. And I would love to talk to you guys about that kind of stuff, like hear your experiences, share my experience, and hopefully learn and grow together. So yeah, I would love to do that kind of content moving forward. And although those videos won't necessarily have any direct relation to Korea or K-pop, as I've said, those things being big parts of my life, they will naturally seep into that content anyway. And if you don't want to watch that, I mean, it's one out of like 4 other topics that I'm talking about, so you can just skip that one. It's not the end of the world at the end of the day. That's it in terms of topics. But I also do want to talk about 2 things in terms of the actual content style itself. You can expect to see more short videos up on the channel for things that don't really warrant a full-length video of their own. I mean, I've been playing around with shorts on Instagram, if you will, and I kind of find it nice because they're a little bit more informal. I can just record a quick voiceover or just put some music on and just upload some footage. And I think it's really nice to be able to show you guys like snippets of my daily life or an event that I can't really make a full video about. So you can expect to see those like in between longer videos. They're not going to be the majority, I don't think, anyway. And the other thing I would love to do is live streams. As I've mentioned, constraints is a real big factor in my content change right now, and also I would just like to do live streams because it means I can have like real life conversations with you guys like in real time, and I think that would be really fun. I've done one before in the past, and although only like 10 people showed up, it was actually really fun and I really enjoyed doing it. So I'm hoping to do like a live at the end of every month, and the topic will be random. Like, it could be something that's happened that month, it could be about a release, it could be reacting to an album, it could be reacting to a video. I'm not really sure, it's kind of the idea right now, but I think it could be really fun, so I would love to try that out moving forward. And the first one will definitely be at the end of this month, so I will try and give you guys like 3 to 5 days heads up before each live, so you know when to tune in. So if you would love to watch those, if you would like to participate, please leave your time zone down in the comments so I know when to time it, because you guys are from all over the world and that's kind of the hard part right now. Anywho, let's also talk about the most important thing that you guys have been worrying about. What happened to my background? Where did the merch go? First things first, disclaimer, the merch is still here. Do you know how much time, how much money I've invested? That merch is going nowhere. That merch will follow me to my grave. I'm not even joking, like, don't try me. I decided to change my background because one, I have ADHD and I feel the compulsion to reorganize my entire house every 6 months. And two, the reason I actually put it here in the first place, like in this particular window, is because this window actually faces another window. Yeah, there's no privacy in this apartment, which is why I really want to move. But I put it up to have some privacy, but the problem I had is that it was making the space feel very claustrophobic and very small because the minuscule bit of natural light that I could get during the day was completely blocked out. And also I felt like it was really busy as well. Like, as much as it was nice to showcase when I record videos and stuff, it just felt like visual overload. So I decided to go for something a little bit more simple. I still have to work on things, obviously. Like, I can tell the background here is blown out. It's not exactly the neatest background, but I do like the vibe more. It's a little bit more relaxed, which is the kind of vibe I want my channel to have. And in my opinion, it's a bit more visually appealing. But yeah, the merch shelf is still very much in existence. It's a bit messy because I didn't reorganize it after I moved it. But it exists elsewhere, and when I eventually do manage to move apartments, hopefully I'll have a nice place to put it that it can stay for a very long time, and then I can do the occasional video in front of it if you guys really want to see it. Anyway, with that being said, the only thing really left to mention is that I really hope you guys enjoy the new content. And in terms of upload schedule, I'm not going to set a strict schedule for myself because I know realistically that life happened, and like I said, my time is very limited right now, but I will try to upload at least 1 long video a month, 2 if I'm lucky, 3 if I'm, you know, killing the game. We'll see what happens. And if you want to see those videos and you don't want to miss out, then I would highly recommend you guys turn on your notifications because my ADHD lets me record when it wants to. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy the new content. Like, I cannot say this enough, I really, really do. And I also want to say thank you in advance for those of you who decide to stick around and give it a try. Anyway, that's all from me today. This has been Han from the Haniverse. Thanks for stopping by. See you really soon.